Hello.
Hello, hi.
Hi, how are you doing, ma'am?
I'm good. How are you?
I'm doing well. Thank you for asking.
Most welcome. How's everything at home, Sohail? Everything good?
Yeah, everything is good.
It's good to know. So, welcome to your first Clapping Go demo session. We are very happy to have you. In the demo sessions, we basically like to give you a rough idea about how Clapping Go functions. Okay, how we like to teach and how do we connect you, so that you get a rough idea before you subscribe or do anything of that sort. Okay.
Okay.
All right. So in this session, we'll usually talk about you. We talk about you and your personal interests. In our normal sessions, we have a session document that we discuss. So in that session document, you have a topic that's given to you. Now it's your choice. If you don't like the topic, the speaker can also talk to you about something else. Okay.
Oh,
We can talk about a topic, but for starting it off, can we talk a little bit about you?
This is Sohail from eastern part of India. Basically, eastern part, I'm from Jharkhand,
Mhm.
and I'm pursuing graduation. I'm in the last year of my graduation, and I have physics subject as a major.
Okay. Wow, that's great. Sohail, even I'm living in Ranchi right now. My dad is posted here.
Oh my God, you are from Ranchi.
I'm not from Ranchi, but I'm living in Ranchi right now.
Okay.
I was in Ranchi for around 7-8 months. My dad is in the army, so he was posted here. That's why.
Oh, it's good.
It's a beautiful place.
Really, whenever I will go to Ranchi, I will try to take a selfie with you.
Well, I might not be there in Ranchi by that time. I'll be leaving in 1 odd week.
Okay.
But I was here. That counts.
So, did you meet Mahendra Singh Dhoni? He's from Ranchi. Did you get any kind of chance to meet with him?
Not in Ranchi, but when my dad was in Srinagar, Mahendra Singh Dhoni was also posted there. You remember? He was posted in Srinagar for a while, when he started working in DA. So at that time, he was working with my dad. So my dad has met him a lot.
Oh.
For work. Yeah, but I have not.
Maybe you have wished to meet with him because he is so famous in all over the world, and everyone uh, treat him like a good personality, a good, his behavior is too good, as well as I like his patience. He never become hasty while playing any kind of game. So
Yes.
he is so patient. Even he use his mind while playing cricket.
Yes, he does. He does that. So here, rather than saying passions, we'll just say passion. Okay. We'll say I like his passion, not his passions. I like his passion. Okay.
Okay, I like his
And in the
passion.
second, yeah, and in the second half, you'll say I love how he is so passionate. The form of the word will change. Okay. I like how he is so passionate about everything that he does. Okay. So
Okay.
not passionate, but passionate. All right. So he's very passionate, and that is very rightly so. He's very passionate about what he does. He works very hard. That's why he's so good, right? He's worked very hard upon himself.
Really, and Mahendra Singh Dhoni is my favorite player, my favorite cricketer, and I
Really?
like him, and I would like to meet with him, but I don't know how can I meet him. But yeah, if I will get any chance to meet, then obviously.
Definitely. I hope you can meet him someday and get an autograph and a picture.
Yes.
If you do come to Ranchi, you can visit his farm. So he has a farmhouse and he has a separate farm. So the farm he has opened up for people to come and visit. So you can go and visit the farm. There are a lot of good blueberries and mulberries, like a lot of exotic fruits that he's growing there. Very beautiful farm it is.
Oh, that means you visited, I think.
Yeah, I
Oh.
visited that place. My sister is also she also wanted to see Mahendra Dhoni, but Mahendra Singh Dhoni, but we couldn't visit him, right? Because he was not here. So we thought about let's do the next best thing. We went there. It was very nice farm.
Hmm. Okay. So, ma'am, when you started your journey of English and when you started to teach in this application?
When I started teaching clapping go, I think that was around 4-5 months ago.
Oh, okay.
And I have been teaching English in general for the past 2 years.
Ma'am, may I apply in clapping? I don't think that I have that much of knowledge about English, but if I will be a good speaker in English, so may I apply on that application to teach as a teacher?
You can, you know what you can do, Sohail? You have a good basic knowledge of English. What you can do is maybe work hard on your English for a month or so and then apply. I feel like you'll be able to get it. If you like work a little bit towards improving your, vocabulary and things like that, then I think you'll be able to get it.
Oh, okay. What I think that that is it very difficult to qualify that type of exam or interview of clapping or like?
So Clappingo has a very detailed application. They don't usually have interviews. And it's not very difficult, but they like to know whether you'll be able to correct other people's mistakes and things like that. So, it is, we have a strict, like, sort of a process of checking who will get in and who won't. So, I'll tell you this. So, I think for around when, a lot of people apply at one point, but out of every 100 or 150 applications, we choose 5 or 10 people.
Oh my God. It should look like that you have to qualify in a UPSC examination.
It's not that tough, trust me. We're always looking for people, and the best people to teach English are people who have worked very hard on their English, right? Because if you recently learned it, then you'll be able to help a lot of people with a lot of great tips. So that's great. But yeah, we don't. The only reason why it's such a detailed process is because we don't want to appoint somebody who has a few doubts in English. Because when that happens, is what will happen is you might end up teaching a wrong thing to someone, right? And if that happens, then that is really, that is something that we don't do at our platform. So we try and not have mistakes on the side of the speaker. Because if that happens, the learner would be learning something incorrect. Now that is the worst thing that can happen, right? Learning is great, but learning wrong things can be really dangerous.
And when a student will realize that the ma'am and the teacher of Clappingo taught him a wrong concept, so it is bad for the Clappingo application.
It is good, bad for it's bad for the application. And more than the image of the application, we, worry a lot about our, the learners that connect with us, because they have a lot of faith in us. They're, tell me.
And even that application, I think, was not that much of famous, but when the YouTuber are, they applying this video in YouTube, I think from that time it became so popular, and it is in the process of being popular. And one day it will be like Cambly application or other application.
I agree with the YouTube part a lot, because the marketing, it's not marketing, it's more like YouTubers, as you said, they post it on YouTube. That is great in the sense that people get to know about clapping. Like they get to know that there is something like clapping. So that is spreading the word really quickly. And so many videos have so many views out there on YouTube. Like so many people are watching it to improve their English. So that is also something that we love, We're not just teaching one person. If it's somebody who's uploading the video, a lot of more people are also, sort of vicariously learning through that person, which is great. It's just something that we like. We would want to help as many people as we can. So that is great. And about, the app is very fairly new. So, it's getting good exposures. That is good. That's a great way to go about work. I think when Clappingo and a lot of these online tutoring platforms are very great, because for the student as well as the teacher, like the teacher can teach from their homes. And a lot of great people, let's say there were a lot of, students like me who can't really go out for a long time and teach. But, like through an online platform, it's much easier to like connect with other people and teach them and help them out. So that is great. It does, improve the employment possibility of especially the youth, and a lot of, because we have people from all age groups. Like if you look at Clappingo speakers, we have people from all age groups. And that means, it's employing people from all age, which is very rare these days. Like during the COVID time, and then during the time where, people are not able to step out of their houses. It's very difficult for a person who is, let's say, a little higher in age to get a new job, right? Because people are looking for youth, for younger people who would not take sick leave, who will not fall in easily. So that's there. That factor is also there. So, all right. We
Exactly, ma'am. And for the students just like me and a lot of students, they improve himself in this lockdown. They were they were busy on application to improve himself, improve his English, as well as to communicate with foreigner people, to communicate with a lot of kind of people in around the world. So it was good opportunity for the some people, but it depends on us that how we look it. If we are looking in the
yes.
positive side or the negative side.
Yes, it does. Perspective, a word that you can use for that is perspective. That matters a lot, right?
Perspective.
Yes.
Mhm.
From what angle are you looking at something that becomes your perspective? And perspective does make a huge difference. Like I know so many people who were constantly upset. I'm not able to go out. I'm not able to go out. So they didn't do anything nice. They kept waiting for the lockdown only to open, right? And it went on for so long, right? You also know. So I feel like if you look at the positive side, you always find something positive. I also had a small correction for you. So when you were talking about the lockdown, you spoke about the students, right? You said they were working on himself. That's the sentence that you had made. So rather than this, what you can say is they were working on themselves. Okay, not himself. Because when you say him,
Okay,
you
yeah.
only talk about guy, right? So you can talk about they were working on themselves.
Themselves, exactly. And ma'am, it's my first time when I'm talking, or it was my second time because I have already talked to you earlier. So by talking in front of camera, I think it is very difficult for me for me because I never ever talk like that. So but I can manage it, and it is also a skill, I think, that to love with a camera,
Yes, it
because
is.
I have to maintain my face. I have to maintain my facial expression as well as my body language. So it's good if we have a habit. So obviously, can you correct?
Yes. Personally, I feel it's also about, when you're talking to someone on video call, you don't necessarily have to look at their face. You can just look at the camera. Like right now, I'm not looking at you. I was looking at you. I'm right now looking at my camera, but you'll feel like I'm looking at you because my camera is pointed at you, right? So like this, you can ignore looking at people
Exactly.
and still seem very confident when you're talking to somebody through your phone. So there are a lot of advantages also. But yes, one thing that I love is you can also see yourself in real life. When you're talking to someone, you can never see yourself, right? But here, in like a small window, you can also see your own face. So you know what facial expression you're making wrong, or how can you sit in a better posture, things like that. And that can really make you an efficient speaker, for sure. That really helps. Like it has helped me sound more confident, sit more comfortably, place myself better. That's a very great thing. We're
Exactly.
almost towards the end of our session. A few suggestions that I have for you. You speak really well. You have good basic knowledge of grammar. I want you to work towards your fluency, which will only come when you talk a little bit more in English. Okay? So what you can do is every day, take up any five things in your room and make two sentences with each of those things. Okay? Let's say you have a bag in your room. I love this bag. I bought this bag 5 years ago and I love keeping things in it. It is one of my best accessories. Okay, accessories is anything you choose to decorate yourself with, right? So make two sentences with anything and everything around you, all right, and say them aloud. Don't say it in your don't say it in your mind. Say them aloud. Okay, so that'll do is that'll promote you to speak a little bit more English in your own house. Like right now, you might not have an atmosphere to speak English in your house, right? This is how you can create it for yourself.
Exactly.
That particular atmosphere. Okay.
Yeah, even